Alright everyone, we're back with some more Cinders, and I think we're coming pretty close to the end.
Yeah,
we're at the ball. We can see the prince and Perrault here.
And a bunch of shadows.
The guests look really creepy.
They do.
Their eyes are just kind of like see-through.
I know, it's so cool.
I don't know. I don't like it. Anyway, let's see what happens. How did I not see this before? They're so used to wearing masks all the time. Today's dress code changes nothing. All it did is bring out their mastery in masquerading. Isn't this what you have chosen to support, sire? The monarch is the one to set the tone for this country. Didn't you want the land to become a political arena? Politics instead of war, yes. But this game of appearances disgusts me as much as it disgusts you. Politics for the sake of progress and people. That is what I think is best for this country, not this. But I know that you don't condone this, do you? When the ways of our forefathers are changed, honor disregarded, and rules made gray and flexible, this is what happens. A world where the two-faced win. That is not entirely true. What should happen is that the people will be given voice and empowered. It may have some disadvantages, but it is still the future. Maybe it is, but I wouldn't trust people enough to let them rule. If you want honesty and righteousness, you need black and white rules and a stable set of values behind them. Yes, but we need a land of prosperity too, and I don't mean material prosperity alone. I want a land of as much joy as is reasonably possible in my realm. It's a worthy goal, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make it happen. I do understand your reluctance to practice politics, however, and I appreciate your honesty. You have the right to be doubtful. Curiously enough, to set people free, we need some level of deceit, hypocrisy, and gossip. If you say so, sire. See, it even rubbed off on you a little, my friend, but right now, I have to play along, deal with this lot, and choose a wife from among them. Frankly, I don't see any good candidates on the horizon. What do you think I should do? I could use your advice on how to proceed. I wouldn't even begin to imagine how one might approach the situation. Please, just tell me what you think. I think that you're overthinking it, my lord. Maybe just try to blend in and go with the flow of things. So you're saying I should stop staying outside, observing and judging the women who came here? Well, that's not exactly what I said. But you were right! If I'm to learn the true natures of the ladies that are here, I need to give them a chance. So for now, I'm going to stop judging and reach out. Thank you, friend. That's not what he said, though. Such an odd prince.
Oh, wow. I didn't know her hair was long.
No, very nice.
Yeah, she looks pretty. This is the last chance to rise up in the world. Each of you can become so much more than impoverished nobility. You'd be royalty. You do want that, don't you? I am really not so certain. Of course we do. This isn't the attitude that will win you a better life. If you don't commit to it and ignore the rest, you'll lose. We are committed. We really are. It's just not easy, Mother, but we'll try. My dear Gloria, nothing in this world that is worth striving for is easy. You need to fight for a better life, endure hardships, discomfort, and sacrifices. This is your chance. If you play it right, you won't have to worry about any of those ever again. Do you understand what it means? Now smarten yourself up, girls. Do something about that cringe, Sophia. And you, Gloria, adjust that coiffure. Good. But what for? Now that I can't endure pain and hardships, Mother, you've made sure we both can. But what's the purpose? He won't choose us anyhow. Now, you have to do this if you want to survive and go up. If you commit and do your best, you do have a chance. What did you think, that ending up with some smaller nobility or a soldier is an option for my daughters? Only idiots aim low. So we will do everything we've talked about yesterday, and we will try to charm the prince. I'm not sure that I can do that, but I'll try. I didn't raise you two to be unable to gain influence over a single man. You are young, pretty, you are women. Use your wits and instincts. And if that fails you, Gloria, as we all know it will, you can always flaunt your cleavage. But wouldn't that come across as very unladylike? What would people think? Well, you're already flaunting it.
Well, if you haven't noticed.
There are many ways to entice a man. Your beauty will help you in that. So do not be ashamed of it. Use it if necessary. These dresses cost me a fortune and more than a single white hair, but they should draw some stares. Now let's make sure you get the chance to use your feminine wiles. Each of you will go get the prince's attention, introduce herself, and get invited to a dance. How do we get invited? Are we to invite the prince ourselves? Just hint at it subtly. Or heavily, but then remember about the cleavage. Shut up, Sophia. I'm trying to understand what to do as best as I can. You never understood the idea, did you, sister? Quiet. There are more important things than bickering right now. Focus, you two. You both look astounding, and I'm sure you'll do fine. You are my daughters, after all. Gloria, you go first, then Sophia. Remember, stand up straight and smile at all times, and when you dance, every other pirouette brush against him accidentally.
Oh.
Good luck, sister. You're gonna need it, you know. Don't listen to her. Just go.
Well, they've got their strategy all planned out. Very well, so I'm keeping an open mind. Do you have any other advice? No. However, there's a very pretty young lady standing over there, and gazing your way, my prince. Most of them are, as if this was some sort of a contest with the kingdom and palace as the main prize. Well, there are many candidates gathered together for one event, and one of them will be chosen to become rich and influential. If not a contest with the kingdom as a prize, how would you describe it, my prince? Ha! Good point, my friend. Alright, let's try to select a wise queen and a good companion for the years to come. That young lady really does look absolutely astounding, and she has this dignified look about her. Please excuse me, my friend. Good luck, my lord. Good evening, mysterious beauty. How are you enjoying yourself?
Thank you, Your Highness. The ball is amazing. Everyone's excited to be here, as am I.
Please stand up. Oh, I'm sure they are. Half of them because they're rooting for their hidden agendas to take effect tonight. But how can I blame them?
But I am certain every court member wishes both you and the land the best.
Oh, please. Excuse my bluntness, but do you genuinely think this to be true? What was your impression when you talked to them?
I haven't talked to many of the guests, Prince, but I honestly believe they have the kingdom's interest at heart, even if it doesn't show.
Fine. Have you tasted the food? We have brought spices from the eastern lands, especially for this occasion.
I am sure it's excellent, my lord. It looks like pieces of art, and the smell is delicious.
Are you sure? Would you like to try this? These small sweet rolls are a particular pride of our cooks. They're called soffins, and baking them involves the help of an alchemist.
That sounds fascinating, Your Highness.
It is. That is why the taste is undescribable. It's neither sweet nor sour, salty or bitter, and unlike anything known to nature, alchemically magical. Have some.
Thank you, Your Grace, but a lady should watch her figure.
Just have one.
I know, seriously.
Surely a woman of your beauty doesn't need to worry about such things. You look as delicate as the morning breeze.
You are too kind, Your Highness.
Are you sure?
Thank you, Your Highness. Maybe just a little bite.
Oh, you don't need to call me Your Highness. I don't attach that much value to formalities, and after all, I'm not a king yet.
Oh, I'm so sorry for the mistake, Your Highness. I didn't mean to imply... I'm truly sorry.
You keep saying every sentence.
I know.
That's nothing. Don't mention it.
Oh, I won't mention it again, if that's what you mean. I'm sorry. Oh
it's fine. Just please, relax. I get the feeling you're very tense. Can we just chat casually?
Of course, my prince. What would you like to chat about?
How do you like the music?
The music is heavenly, my prince.
You really think so? Why?
I don't know much about music, but this seems like an excellent choice, my prince. Wow, she's so wonderful.
Well, then maybe let's talk about things that interest you. Why don't you choose the topic?
I do not know what you like and what interests you, Your Grace.
Wow, Gloria, can you be any worse if you tried?
So bad. Oh my, I did it again. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. It'll not happen again.
Oh, don't bother. I mean, don't worry. Don't worry.
I'm sorry Your Highness isn't pleased. I didn't mean to upset you, my prince. I truly didn't.
Somehow I wish you did. Will you please excuse me, my lady?
Of course, my prince. I hope you enjoy your evening.
This is going to be a long night.
She didn't use her cleavage.
Wow, she blew it.
I know. Gloria, you're back so soon. Did the prince fail to meet your standards and you had to fend off all his attention and admiration? Did you dismiss him and take your leave? No. You're awfully quiet. What happened then? I know you used up all your eloquence on the prince. I'm sure he was really impressed. That's probably why he ran off so fast. He was too intimidated to stay in the presence of such perfection. And I'm glad you gave me this opportunity to point out again how great an example you are for me. Please enlighten me as to what the key pillars to your...
Wow, she's really taking it to her.
Will you shut up already? Enough! If there ever was a time when I expected you two to focus, this is it. Sophia, stop with these pointless remarks. Want to show your sister? Then go and prove you can do what she failed at. I never said I could. I'm not sure whether... Oh, really? Not so sure of yourself suddenly? Stop whining. Stand up straight. Keep your chest forward. Maybe for once your silly books will have their use. I heard the prince reads a lot. He does? What does he read?
Suddenly interested.
I know. I don't know and I don't care. Just try to use it to your advantage. If this doesn't work, you're not as pretty as your sister, so just...
Oh.
Oh. So just flatter him a lot. You can do it.
Wow.
Right. I'm sure he's not used to that. Is there anything else you would like to add to this conversation, Sophia? If not, then I suggest you go and charm the prince. And what about Gloria? Your sister and I are going to have a little chat while you are gone. You concentrate on the prince. Be seductive. Go. Oh, I'll miss your pleasant chat with Mother Gloria, and I was so hoping for a good show. Just go.
All right, round 2.
Good evening, Your Grace. Oh, I do hope I used the right style.
Good evening, my lady. It is one of the conventional titles used when addressing kings. So no, not really. At least not yet.
Oops, looks like I blew it already.
I wouldn't worry about that. I never understood all these subtleties myself, nor cared for them for that matter.
I must be really lucky then, since I don't care much for titles myself. Never seen the purpose.
You do not? Quite a rare treat for a daughter of a noble house.
And much more importantly, daughter of a powerful and ambitious lady. Don't forget about women with agendas, Your Highness. They tend to be pretty hard to overlook anyway.
Oh, is that so?
Oh yes, quite an overbearing character, that mother of ours. She even made us wear these dresses, you see. Have you ever worn a corset this tight, my prince?
No. I never had the...
Chance? Opportunity? Oh, neither had I until today, but it doesn't really matter because we all have our roles to play and tasks to fulfill. After all, a single night can change the fate of many. Whole families, great houses, dynasties, etc.
I can see you're quite upset, my lady.
I'm only the younger daughter and my mother wasn't born into ladyship, so it's second-hand nobility you're speaking to. You don't have to lady me, my prince.
All right, if you say so. So, are you here because your mother asked you to come against your will?
Yes, that's exactly why I'm here, because I'm a good girl who's willing to play her part.
In that case, would you believe it if I said the reason that I'm here is not that different from yours? I guess you could call it...
A family obligation?
Yes, although my oppressive parent is here in spirit alone, his legacy is omnipresent, his influence palpable.
I thought the wine tasted funny. Wow. Oh, you don't have to play that shocked look on me. If you're anything like me and your father was even slightly similar to my mother, a joke like that won't make you blink.
You're right. Having spent all my life among people trained to keep up appearances, I picked up all the conventional reflexes. Like acting shocked when someone's making a joke about your dead parent, even though everyone knows he wasn't as good a father as he was a king. Oh!
Oh, everyone knows.
Wow, they're actually hitting it off.
I know. I kind of,
This is actually kind of cool.
I know. I'm glad for her and him, I guess. I feel lucky already. At least nobody ever forced me into a mold of politeness. I shudder at the thought of someone trying. Such a silly concept, this politeness, lying to each other in the name of good manners, as if honesty was a vice.
You are a very original young woman. You know that?
Isn't original one of the categories physicians use when they lock you up in an asylum?
Technically, I think it's innovative. And I am serious. I'm glad you're here. I'd love to get to know you better.
Oh sure, look around. I must shine like a real gem in these murky waters of lies and intrigue, pure and innocent like the morning breeze. Oh, how lovely it must be to be royalty and speak like that all the time, rather than just when you've had too much wine.
You think so?
Unfortunately, I don't really care that much for polished speech coming from anyone who probably wants something from me. As you can see, I'm not really queen material. I'm too stupid to rule over anything, so hold the flood of appreciation and keep flattery to yourself, thank you.
You may be many things, but you certainly don't seem stupid.
Yes, my wit exceeds even my beauty. Listen, I don't care, alright? I don't want to be here. Nothing you can say will change that. Actually, I think I'm just gonna go now. I've done my job, made a conversation, and I've beaten my sister. I think it's time to finish this.
Oh, so she doesn't even want part of this.
So take care, Prince. Nice ball and everything.
What the? Heavens! This bull is trained to a madhouse rather rapidly. Too bad, though. This one I was starting to like.
Maybe...
That's funny. Well, she just did it intentionally. She just blew it just to spite her mother.
Well, she did immediately.
Oops, I went too fast. Oh well. Anyway, she's making her entranceway.
Oh.
Cinders is coming.
Time to make my grand entrance.
Well, I guess we're going to the palace.
It's time to make my grand entrance.
Time to see what's happening. All right, let's see what Cinders is wearing.
This is not my grand entrance.
We're almost there.
A complete and utter disaster. You have no idea how much this will cost our family. You had a chance to secure the future for yourselves.
And Sophia really had it there for a second.
I know. And for your children and their children, you'll be very lucky to find a single man in the kingdom willing to court you after the display you gave tonight. And good riddance. What did you say? Mother, look, there's some commotion in the ballroom. Oh. Mother, look, there's some commotion in the ballroom. I think someone important has arrived. Indeed. Wow, she flipped around fast. Whoever that is, they can afford to be late, so I'm guessing it really has to be someone important.
I know who it is.
Me too.
What's she gonna be wearing? I can't wait.
She said it was raunchy and explicit.
Everyone has gone silent. What's going on?
Oh, that's not that bad.
Hey, I like it. Looks very nice. Looks like we have a latecomer, and an interesting one at that. Wait, he said that too?
No.
What? Didn't...
This happened once before, remember?
This did happen once before. Well, Prince Basile says the same thing, maybe? I don't know. Looks like we have a latecomer, and an interesting one at that. I'm not sure which one is supposed to said it. It doubled the line for some reason. That is a mighty fine dress. Wait, is that... I think I know her. I don't applaud her lack of punctuality, but she certainly knows how to make an entrance. I wonder who she might be. I don't think punctuality is among the top qualities expected from a future queen. What about stunning looks? Not a prerequisite, but then again, neither is courage, and this one clearly has plenty of both. Watch out, my prince, she is coming. Whoa,
Good
here
evening.
she comes.
Good evening, your highness, and to you too, captain.
Good evening, my lady. Now, if you'll please excuse me, my prince.
No, you come right back here.
Good evening, my lady. I have noticed you only just arrived.
I hope you're not offended by my late arrival, Prince. These halls are so magnificent and tastefully arranged that it would be a crime to disrupt their harmony by careless attire.
Not at all, my lady. It often takes an outsider's perspective to make us realize the beauty we have grown accustomed to. Especially if it is tangled with memories not equally beautiful.
I agree. From my experience, people tend to use beauty as a mask for pain. I guess fine halls are no exception. Oh.
Now there is exquisite wardrobe. Look around you, my lady. The people you see, beautifully dressed and smiling radiantly, do you think they're happy?
They remind me too much of my own family for me to risk claiming they are happy.
Who would have suspected such a young and serene woman to have such painful experiences?
Now, who would have suspected it from a prince? One would rather imagine him to lead a life of bliss.
A sharp remark. Indeed, it can be blissful as long as it is ignorant. In truth, a monarch is a servant as much as a ruler.
A crown or not, a king is just a man, equally dependent on circumstances and others' expectations like the rest of us. It raises an interesting question. Since the king and a commoner differ so slightly, shouldn't the people be allowed to rule themselves?
I see you're quite the revolutionary. Did you secretly hope to overthrow me?
Why no, there's nothing secret about it. Besides, rumor has it your highness is planning a revolution of sorts himself.
Ah, we've heard about this. Yes, from Perrault. I guess he talked about it to us, but it's been a while, so I don't remember. I must admit, you're an intriguing woman, my lady. Very different from the rest of the people who came here today. They don't seem to be even slightly bothered by the masks they have to wear. I wonder if it's because they wear them every single day as well. But you're so different. You may be wearing a mask, but you speak to me plainly and honestly, risking being misunderstood or simply rejected. I can appreciate that, even if you did leave me a bit flabbergasted.
I know exactly what you mean, your highness. Being raised in a place filled with deceit and spite, I learned very well the value of masks. When threatened, people will rather forget who they are than risk being hurt, and if their surroundings require it, they will lose themselves forever, only to survive. We are all slaves to convention, from a servant to a lord.
I must admit I find the dictum terrifying, that all of us are merely actors on some stage set out for us.
Be it others or fate, being determined by things we can't control is frightening. I know it all too well.
You speak of family?
I am. It isn't a light story, Your Highness. Definitely not a topic for a polite and charming conversation to make the time pass more pleasantly.
I'd like to hear about it nevertheless. If I'm not asking for too much, please tell me about your family, my lady.
How could I refuse you, my prince? Well, my mother died in labor, bringing me into this world. Wait, she did?
Yeah.
Oh. My father eventually remarried a woman who already had 2 daughters. He died soon after that, so now I live with a stepmother and her 2 daughters.
That is strange. I'd never heard of a noble house with 3 daughters and no father. I recall one family of a widow with 2 daughters, though. How is that possible, my lady?
Stepmother doesn't see me as one of her daughters. She allows me to stay in her house under one condition. I work as a servant for bed and board. Those who are familiar with the family know of my existence. As for others, I wouldn't be surprised if she told everyone she has 2 daughters and that is that.
That's unbelievable.
I did warn you about this topic. It isn't very entertaining.
No, I'm glad you've told me about it. It showed me how ignorant I am still, and how little I know about my own realm.
Well, in that case, I'm glad you asked me about my life.
Look at me babbling like a lunatic. You must be wondering whatever happened to royal manners. I force you to speak about things which you must find painful during a ball. When we're supposed to be taking our minds off unpleasant things, please, allow me to make amends. Would you do me an honor?
Oh, I'm not really a dancer.
Don't worry, my lady. I will show you.
Oh my
whoa, we're
goodness.
going for it.
Why? Wow, look at her boobs now.
Damn.
Alright, maybe I can learn something from you as well, my prince. Is this alright?
You're doing fine, my lady.
This isn't as difficult as I expected. Not that I expected to be dancing with you, my prince.
And yet, here we are. It feels very natural, too. Who knows? Maybe it was fate that brought the 2 of us together.
Fate? And what is it that really brought me here tonight? Do you truly believe it was some mystical force?
I can imagine getting here must have been difficult for you, considering your situation.
To put it mildly, yes, but I wouldn't call it fate, my prince. To the contrary, if it was up to fate, I'd be cleaning the dishes this very moment. No, Your Highness, the only reason I'm here is because I do not believe in any force other than my own ability to influence the world around me. I choose to shape my life in any way that I can and take responsibility for the consequences of my actions. Having it any other way is cowardice.
A commendable attitude, my lady. This may not be the wisest thing to say at the moment, but I'll say it anyway. I consider myself lucky to have met you tonight, my lady.
Luck or not, I'm glad as well. Very glad to be here with you, Prince.
Have I complimented your eyes already? Strange. I can't seem to remember.
Neither can I. Let's assume you haven't.
I can't get enough of looking into them. They have these amazing dancing sparks inside them. They suit you more than well. They speak of wit and intelligence.
Now I'm sure you haven't complimented my eyes.
Oh.
Please do continue. What else do you find attractive?
I will then. I adore watching your lips as well. They move so gracefully when you speak, as if conveying a promise.
And what promise have you read from them?
I dare not say it. Let's move on. Your neck.
Skip the neck, Prince. What about my chest?
Oh. Chest is not the word I'd use.
And what word would you prefer?
Oh. I think we should get to know each other better before we switch to a more colloquial vernacular. Oh, Prince!
What is going on?
Wow, he really likes her breasts.
Well, I know that. I wasn't expecting this to happen.
I'd love to get to know you better, my lady.
You will have your chance, my prince, if you're persistent enough and constant in your ambition.
But...
we tend to undervalue things we achieved effortlessly. Let me give you an obstacle, my prince. You may thank me later.
You really are incredible, my lady.
And you wouldn't have it any other way, my lord. Good night, and thank you for this unforgettable evening.
Damn, so we easily could have gotten the prince as well if we wanted to.
Why was he so easy?
Oh.
Mother. Wait, she's not saying mother.
I guess it's supposed to be Glory or someone. Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Mother, is that... well, I'll be. Cinders? How... whatever. Carmosa, girls, are you enjoying the ball? I certainly am. Brazen little brat! How dare you come here, show off in front of the prince like some harlot, and steal his attention away from my daughters?
She doesn't approve of the dress.
Oh, really? Because the girls were doing so well on their own. Hey, you weren't there! You don't know that. You know, I think it's always easier to be charming and make a good impression on people when you're relaxed and confident about what you're doing. I came here out of my own will, Carmosa, while your poor daughters only came because they either fear or don't want to disappoint you. You little, they came because they knew it's important. They came because you put the weight of your sick ambition on their shoulders and whipped them to make them go faster. The fact that you can't see your mistake makes your failure all the more tragic. Perhaps I was mistaken.
Really?
Cinders, you were really amazing. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all.
Oh, high fives.
Thanks. So what are you gonna do now?
And we don't even want the prince after all that.
I know, but maybe Cinders does.
Maybe she's changing her mind.
She was
we'll see.
all over him.
Yeah.
Got any more surprises for the evening? If you do, then please warn us in advance or someone may have a heart attack. Surprises? What do you expect me to do? I'll just head back home. I got what I wanted, right? Besides, these shoes are killing me. Oh, wow! They were like a foot tall. What are they even made of? Blasted thing. It's the left one that almost cut my skin. Let's see if I can send you flying over the wall, shall we? There, and stay there. Oh, I guess she was bending over to take them off, so that's why she went down that far. I'll be going now. Take care, ladies.
Hey, those were Madame Gage shoes she just
I
threw
know!
over the wall. What the hell, Cinders?
What a bitch.
I know it's supposed to be part of the story, but still.
And there she went. Well, I'd say this has been an entertaining and a very educational experience. What do you think, Gloria? Yes, I think I did learn something about myself. All of us, actually. Would you agree, Mother? A mistake.
My whole life has been a mistake up
I
to this
know.
point. Damn you.
You two were mistakes also.
Ah.
Looks like someone has just been hit with a revelation. Too bad it wasn't sooner. Oh.
Good evening, Lady Carmosa. Ladies, I'm looking for Cinders. Do you know where I could find her? Well, she just walked by. My lady.
Cinders is not here, Captain. Could you tell us why you are looking for her?
Royal orders. The prince would like to have a word with her.
Uh-oh. Cinders has just left, Captain. She seemed to be in a hurry, too, as if trying to get back home before midnight. Funny, since Mother's here and she wasn't supposed to be here at all, it isn't like she needs to make it before curfew or anything. If that lovely dress was as terrible as her shoes, maybe she just wanted to get back home and take it off as soon as possible.
Her shoes?
Yes, slippers. Very original design, too. She said they were awfully uncomfortable and then threw one over the wall. The other one is still here, on the ground. Why didn't she throw both?
Slippers.
Shoes.
Uh-oh.
Slippers.
Do-do-do-do. Later that night. Alright, they're back.
Wow, they bothered getting changed into that.
Yeah. So I think this is actually, this is the prologue of the game, remember?
Oh, yeah,
This is how the game began. It began with like, oh, what happened? I can't believe what just happened this night. Like, what is going to happen next? And then Perrault came to the door. So I guess we're going to see what happens now. Finally.
Oh, man.
So let's do it again.
I still can't believe she did it. I would never suspect. Of course, because everyone's as dim-witted as you are and never does anything out of the ordinary unexpected. Oh yes, I'm sure you were able to foresee this precisely as it happened. Did you see it in tea leaves or read it in a children's book one afternoon while avoiding work and being useless as usual? I did entertain the thought she might do something like this, if you must know, but believe what you want, I don't care. I too suspected she might try to do something unthinkable. She was so secretive and compliant at times. I suppose it could point to an inevitable explosion. I just didn't expect she had it in her. Gloria, please. Sometimes you sound like a cliché villain from a bad romance novel. Of course, if something's not twisted, weird, or shocking, you won't consider it honest. Not everyone is like you, Sophia. I know not everyone is. You're not, though you try hard to be like Mother, enacting the same role no matter the situation. Predictable, boring, stupid. But you are not Carmosa, remember? You do not lead, you mindlessly follow, and it shows.
It showed last night.
Shut up, you!
There he is! Open up! Open up in the name of the prince!
It's him! Why did he have to come, and in the middle of the night? Well, the wonders never cease. I guess this night of change is not over yet, just as your ridiculous cliché impersonations. There's no time for this now, though I'm sure Mother will deal with you later. I'll go summon her. You do that.
Open up? I won't repeat myself.
Mother! Sophia, don't stand like that. Open the door, let this noisy man in.
Such a noisy man.
Yes, Mother.
This belted man.
Ah, Captain, what brings you here at this time of the night?
Spare me these false pleasantries. You know why I'm here. Where is she?
Very well, Sophia. Get Cinders here right away. Yes, Mother. Be quick about it, child. Captain, would you fancy some wine while we wait for my lazy stepdaughter?
Don't push it. You know this is not a courtesy visit. I'm afraid a lot is going to change here tonight.
I brought Cinders. Good evening, Captain. What a surprise to see you here.
It shouldn't be. Were you present at the grand ball tonight? Now answer me honestly.
Cinders? Yes I was, Captain.
Then I am afraid I must arrest you.
What? What for? Bloody. I can't believe it, but why? She did nothing wrong.
Attendance without a proper formal invitation is a serious breach of security, and it is considered as action endangering the prince.
Well, attendance without a genuine invitation? Cinders, how could you have done such a thing? But I haven't done anything to endanger the prince. Surely you must take that into consideration when you decide my case. I don't know what your reasons were, but that is to come out during questioning. Royal justice has never been known for its soft approach to traitors, my dear.
Oh. Carmosa's back to her bitchy ways. Lady Carmosa, please refrain from commenting. I would like to make this as easy as possible for everyone.
Very well. Girls, let this man do his duty. I wasn't saying anything, you old hag. But, Cinders, why did you do it? Breaking the law doesn't sound quite like you. I guess it's too late to wonder about that now, isn't it, Captain? I never could quite understand her, and now she has simply crossed the line. If you must take her, take her. Know that this house respects the royal law.
Yeah. Cinders, I'm going to arrest you now. Don't do anything stupid. I'll escort you from here and make sure everything is as it should be. You'll be fine. I promise.
You are very kind, Captain, but there's no need for that. She is accustomed to harsh treatment, so she'll manage. And let us not forget, she did endanger the prince.
Yes, I can see what one may or may not be accustomed to here. Would anyone else like to try to tell me how to do my job? Good. Cinders, are you ready?
How can I be ready for my own arrest? But yes, do what you must. I get the feeling you might be the lucky one, Cinders, actually breaking free from all this family business. If the guard asks you whether you're ready to be arrested, I want to trade places with you.
Sophia.
Sophia. Can we go now, Captain?
In the name of the prince, I am arresting you. Now follow me. Good night, ladies.
Captain? What's gonna happen to her? It was so rash of her to break the law. Gloria, you are officially a cliché idiot. Besides, wasn't all that unusual?
It was.
What do you think, my dear Captain? Was I convincing enough?
Ha! You were perfect, Cinders. That was quite a performance.
That's good to hear. I was improvising. You caught me by surprise, you know? How about cueing me next time you plan to put my acting skills to a test? For a moment there, I was actually wondering whether you really had come to arrest me.
There wasn't much time to come up with a better plan. I was improvising myself. However, seeing how well you coped, I'd say it was for the better. Not that it matters. I informed His Royal Highness about my decision to quit the service, and Carmosa shouldn't suspect anything at least for a while. I reckon it should give us enough of an advantage to get far away from here.
We're on the run. I won't lie, I'm a bit nervous. Are you?
Yes, I am, but about a different thing altogether. Escaping is only the beginning. I'm wondering about how our life will look afterwards. I know we talked about it, but it's different from actually standing here, looking at the road and wondering what lies ahead.
It won't be easy, that's certain, but what really matters is that we're breaking free. From now on, we'll be able to actually decide about what we do with our lives. Maybe we'll find a quiet town to settle in, or maybe we'll become a pair of famous adventurers. No matter, the point is, it's going to be something we actually want to do.
Instead of having others tell us what we should be doing, yes.
And the best part about this new life is, even if it's bad, not really satisfying or fulfilling, at least it's something we chose ourselves. I, for one, can say my life so far hasn't been the best of all possible lives, and I know exactly whom I should thank for it. But the tricky thing about blaming others is that it doesn't really change anything save our own level of comfort. It's easy to say things are beyond our reach.
The way you speak about freedom, Cinders, makes me think it was actually worth it to abandon everything and go chasing after this dream of yours.
My dear Captain, the way I see it, there is nothing else worth chasing after. So what will it be? A life of adventure and risk, or comfort and routine?
Call me an old fool, but unlike some younger people I know, I'm not that swift to forget about the man I've been all my life. I haven't yet said farewell to him. I know I'll miss the palace, my service, my prince, even if it was all a facade for a lonely life.
You won't be alone anymore.
Yes, there's that. I meant to speak to you about it. About us. I'd like to know where I stand when it comes to our relationship.
What the heck do you think? Well,
after just showing up in
after
front
the
of the
prince, but he walked away. I can't blame you for asking, but the truth is, I've been wondering that myself. We simply don't know each other that well to decide, I think. What we do know, however, is that we share common goals and a certain disregard for those who break the rules important to us.
Well said. You did manage to understand me better than I understood myself. Who knew we could have so much in common?
So whatever the future may bring, whatever happens to us...
Let's leave it in the future's domain.
Exactly. What's important is that as long as we're together, we can protect and support each other.
About that, you are right, my friend. Say, aren't you curious what's behind that curve?
I'm dying to find out. Let's go.
Oh, wait, another scene.
A few hours earlier.
Oh. Uh-oh, wait, I'm kind of suspicious now.
I'm scared. It's you. What do you want?
Charming as usual, love. Never big on those social niceties. Guess I can't blame.
What do you want?
Me? Oh, you know me. I want nothing. I've everything I need. Except some information about that pet project of yours, maybe.
Listen to me, old man. Old? He doesn't seem
I guess
old.
he's supposed to be old.
I have no time to play your games. Ask me and be gone.
The girl, love. The little bird who wanted to fly free from her cage.
Her? She is none of your business. I advise you to stay away from her.
None of my business. Even after the small if not crucial part I played in her personal drama. Even you must admit that I was a bloody good supportive actor, eh?
That's supporting, and yes, you had your part in all this. Alright, it doesn't really matter now anyway. If you must know, all is going well. I'll keep the word I gave to Cinders' mother and help her achieve the goal she chose for herself.
Will you, love? That's a tad unlike the Gade I remembered. Bending this gal's path according to your own whim, playing her like she was your doll. Weren't you always the one with a mouthful of those nice words like independence? Not so big on practicing what you preach, though. Oh well, methinks it must be difficult to let people make up their own mind when there's so little time, and you were in such a hurry to run as usual, eh, Gade?
I can see what you're trying to do here, and it isn't working. I helped the girl with making her own decision. It is hers, as will be the consequences.
Some achievement, that is. The girl's born pretty as a picture, smart as a demon, and protected by friends her mother made and bound by a dying wish. Now that's a mighty fine start for being independent and making one's own decisions.
Bitterness takes the better of you, old man.
That it does, madam. That it does. Guess freedom ain't what it used to be, eh, love?
Cinders broke from her stepmother's clutches and paved a new path for herself. Now she truly is free to do whatever she wishes with the rest of her life. In my book, that's a success, love.
Nah, you don't really believe she can keep up that stout pose for long, now do you, love? We both know what will happen when all her crutches leave her. No Carmosa to blame, and no mysterious friend to look up to. The bird will get swept in the wind. But you fulfilled the promise given to her mother, so your conscience is free.
Begone, snake. I've had enough of your chatter.
Oh, careful now, love. You don't make the same impression when your voice is all shaky. I must have hit a soft spot under that pretty armor, eh?
I need to pack. I'll be leaving soon. Now let me be.
Yes, run. Show us the strong and independent spirit you really are. You'll run out of cities one day. What?
What?
That was a weird scene. That's the ending.
Oh. Finding
Huh.
happiness and freedom in her own birthplace was not meant to be for Cinders. Okay, yeah, because she ran away. Failed attempt at poisoning her stepmother forced her to run away from the town like a common criminal.
Wait, what?
What?
When did that happen?
When did we try to poison her?
Did we?
Did we?
I don't recall that happening.
Oh, is that what Gade did, like, while we were there, maybe?
She tried to poison her? We never said to.
I know, but maybe that's what she did, and that's what they were talking about? I don't know.
I don't know, I'm so confused. Huh?
Saved only by the Captain Perrault's mercy, she lives in a constant fear of being recognized and caught by the law.
Wait, that's not right. That's not at all what happened.
What?
What? Such an odd ending.
She doesn't understand that no one really cares anymore. Not having any real friends, Cinders is forced to travel alone. She eventually joins a group of vagrants and lives a humble but free life. They wander from place to place, living on whatever the fate decides to grant them.
Yeah, I'm not really paying much attention to what it says here because I don't know what just happened.
But maybe this is what they think happened?
I think something fucked up, to be quite honest. Yes, nothing makes any sense about what's being said here. Yeah, something fucked up with the ending, like decision making or something. I don't know. That's kind of disappointing, but yeah. So she thinks of her family sometimes, but yeah. What happened to Lady Carmosa and her daughters? Yeah, she has a new life. I really don't know exactly what happened there. Read again. What does that mean? Like play again?
I guess.
I'll see what it says. What?
Oh.
Yeah, it just plays this again. Yeah, I don't know. That's really weird. How yeah, that's obviously not what we just saw happen before us.
Yeah.
So, well, anyway, that's the ending, I guess. So quit to menu. We unlocked a new ending, which may not exactly be the ending we actually got. I don't know. That's really weird.
I'm confused.
So, ooh. For looking fabulous on the grand ball, we were rewarded with the ball dress. I like the ball dress. It's very pretty.
Me too.
We got the slipper. Yay, the glass slipper. So, that was it. We'll play the credits to end things. Yeah, that's all the credits are, I guess. Pretty simple. But, yeah, so I guess we could do our review of the game, even though that was quite a random ending.
I want to know what really happened.
Yeah, I know, me too. I think it's supposed to be left open for interpretation either way with how the ending goes. Like, are they romantically involved or not? Like, where do they go from there? You don't really know what happens. It's kind of left open for you to decide how, you know, Cinders and Perrault play out. Obviously, we never, like, whether it actually is an ending where it does describe what happens to them or not, like, we don't know right now, unfortunately. I don't know, I guess I'll have to, like, try that again and see if there's any reason why the ending kind of messed up there.
Yeah.
But what do you think about the game otherwise? Go on, I want to hear your opinions.
I liked it. I thought it was really pretty. First of all, it's gorgeous.
Yes.
I did think that there was a lot of, like, excess talking at points.
Whoa. Ignore that.
Uh-oh.
Alright, so this is the Cinders Let's Play wrap-up review, take 2, because last time the game crashed on us. Which, I don't know, maybe it has something to do with the fact that the ending got messed up too? I don't know, maybe something went wrong in the last couple of moments of the game. It seemed a bit buggy towards the end.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what happened there, but the game itself, you could repeat what you were just about to say anyway.
So I was saying that the game is absolutely gorgeous.
The art's amazing. I love the animations and everything with that.
Yes, everything is very nice. I did think that there was a bit of, like, excess dialogue at times.
Did it get heavy at some parts, maybe? Maybe a bit, yeah.
Like, it was like, okay, I get it. You don't need to, like, speak your thoughts to me. I know. You don't have to tell me. I can see that from, like, the plot. Just, like, okay, move on. Let me do my thing.
Yeah, that happens a lot with visual novels.
Yeah, but, I mean, it is a novel, so whatever. What else?
Yeah, that kind of gets to my, like, whole, like, thing where I get about visual novels where I kind of feel it should be more similar to, like, cinema. Where, you know, things don't really need to be explained too much as you could just show them.
Right.
And a lot of visual novels still kind of do, like, the explaining and getting into that thing, which novels do a lot rather than films, because in films you just show things, but
even in novels, you can, like, you don't have to explain someone's, like, whatever. I can't think of words now. But you don't have to explain someone's, like, ambitions, because you can kind of tell what they're doing from their actions, usually.
Yeah.
In good novels.
Yeah, but more in the way of sometimes emotions get over-explained at times in visual novels,
That's
I feel.
true.
When you can just show it through facial expressions, that kind of thing. But anyway, getting off of that and back to the game itself. Yeah, I really liked all the visuals in this game. The animations were so fluid and they looked great all the time. Yeah,
I like the belts.
Yeah, the belts are fantastic. The whole art style of the game was just top quality all the way through. Like, I don't think there was a thing that I didn't think was well done. Whether it was, you know, the character models or the backgrounds, the way things were animated, it all flew through very flew. I don't know why I want to say flew. It was all very fluid, I think is what I'm trying to say, rather than flew. I don't know where that came from. It flowed. Yes, that's what that's a good word for it. That's the word I was looking for, I think.
Yes.
It all flowed very nicely. The music was beautiful. I really liked the soundtrack of this visual novel. What else? Can you think of anything? Feel free to just take the reins.
I feel like the story itself was, there's so many parts to it that I, like, we did one ending, obviously, but there's so many other, like, things that I want to go back and be like, but what happens if you do that? But what about this part?
There really seems to be a lot of different things you can do.
Yeah, I feel like that little branch in the corner was popping up like every 2 seconds.
The branch really did.
I'm like, no! What? Too many things.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend this visual novel for anyone who is looking for a quality visual novel. This is probably like one of the top ones we've done, for sure.
Yeah.
I think it came out a few years ago too, 2012 or so it's still definitely worth it at this point. Still one of the top visual novels I've seen.
Yeah.
I mean, this is, I don't know, it's probably like even better than anything I've seen that came out this year. Because I can't even really think of too much that came out this year. So it's top quality stuff. I think next year they're coming out with, it's not a sequel to this, but it's a follow-up from the same company, Moacube. I think it's called Solstice.
Is it another, like, fairy tale?
I don't really know too much about it, to be honest. And I kind of like not really knowing too much about the things I'm jumping into.
Yeah.
So it's coming out next year, I believe. And it's like the same kind of art style. It has the same kind of animation thing to it. It's just like this game pretty much, but yeah, it's going to be a different story.
Is this the only one that they've done so far?
I don't really know too much about it.
Okay.
I don't really know too much. But I would definitely recommend this. Keep an eye out for Solstice next year. I think it's called Solstice anyway. You can just go to Moacube's website and then check it out. They'd probably tell you. So, yeah. Anything else about this game? The story was great. The sound was great. Obviously, the visuals were great. I mean, the only thing I'm kind of bummed out about, obviously, is the ending.
Yes, what happened?
How the the dialogue at the end didn't match there. I don't really know what that was about.
Would that be if we had tried to go for our hometown?
To be honest, I didn't even know there was a way to poison Carmosa.
I know.
I don't think there was anything mentioned about that, was there?
I didn't see it.
It might be a thing, like you said, if you try to retake the house.
And that's like what Gade does.
She tries to poison her?
And you choose Gade, maybe she poisons because she's kind of like black magic or something.
That's the only thing I could guess, to be honest. But
and the
obviously
captain is still on our
supposed
side,
to happen.
So he would have been lenient towards us.
I guess so. So yeah, it's kind of weird how the last part there didn't really take into consideration what happened.
And the prince was extremely
before.
easy, I must say.
He was. Yeah, I think if we wanted to, we could easily go back and try to get the prince if we wanted to do that route.
Wow.
We just have to reload from that spot where she makes that decision, like, oh, I want to do this. Really, things turned out, other than the fact that the ending kind of went wrong, things throughout the playthrough went, like, much better than I thought it would. Like, I thought we were screwed on multiple fronts there, but things worked out pretty nicely. And
yeah, like when we tried to make friends with the sisters, it was like, oh crap, now they're not on our side the whole rest of the game. But it didn't really matter.
See, I don't know. Like I mentioned, like the game got a little bit weird when I tried to go to the, was it the rewards menu?
Yeah.
And part of it, I think, is because of the recording software. Sometimes when you're recording things don't always record correctly when you're doing certain games. And I noticed that with like some Ren'Py games, it doesn't always do some things correctly. So like when I try to close the game, it'll, you know, have the Windows force close. You have to do that instead. So I don't know if like the recording software somehow had an influence on that. I don't know how it would, but maybe that's what happened. I don't really know. Basically, I don't know if that was like a game error or something that didn't get along with the recording software. So I don't know how the recording software would affect that though, where you get a different ending than you were supposed to. That was just weird. But other than that, I really like this game. We'll probably go back at some point and do another ending because I really kind of want to see if we get another ending and if it says like something different again.
Yeah. Just
to see what happened there. But yeah, I would like to thank all you guys who stuck through this. I'm kind of surprised we finished this one so quickly. I don't mean that in like the time we took to upload it, but I mean we just pretty much recorded all this in one day and got it done. So we were much closer to the ending than I thought we were, basically. But I would like to thank you guys who stuck around and watched the entire thing. And somehow we have to decide what to record next, which I'm kind of drawing a blank on. But anyway, I think that's about that for this one. Alright everyone, have a good day, and we'll see you next time.